Hey guys, if you like this content, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys like the video and subscribed to my channel. It helps make these videos worth it going forward. What's up guys, Altcoin Tripper here with a crypto market review. As always, this is not financial advice. I'm not an expert, do your own research. Today I'm just going to review Bitcoin and see what's going on. I've been traveling around the last 2 weeks and really was only in town for a little bit, and then I was in Amsterdam before that. So anyways, don't really have a great idea of what's going on in the market, so I'll be learning real time here, just going through it. Bitcoin USD on the weekly. As you can see here, all the EMAs on the weekly are bullish. This is the, I have several different EMAs, but the important context is that they are all bullish in the sense that the price is above all of them, and the leading indicators are getting close to surpassing some of the lagging ones. So the 200 EMA, that's a very important one in my opinion. Price broke past it, acted as support back in mid-June when price retested 25K, and now price is above it. So if you look at it from a historical context, the last time the EMAs kind of were all in this type of price action, in my opinion, when they were all starting to clump together, was kind of like this March, April, May 2019 period, where you see a lot of this clumping of EMAs. You see price break past the 200-week EMA, and much of 2020 was spent in consolidation, and price went below the 200-week EMA, worked all the way down to that 4K, whatever level, depending on what exchange you used. On nasty wick down, remember the COVID dump, and it's been healthy since. Obviously, massive overextension throughout 2021, and then we all took our medicine in 2022 where price broke strongly below it, and just now we've seen some consolidation. But generally speaking, when you see this consolidation on the EMAs, it's usually pretty good. As I said, the last time you kind of saw this was back in this kind of May 2019 period. And we all remember price went up from that 4K to 14K, and then it consolidated, went back down to the 6Ks. Much of 2019 was spent in chop, and 2020 was spent in consolidation. So I think that right now, contextually speaking, we're probably in the 2019 period where we're not going to see any huge moves. Like price already, went from 15 to 30K, it doubled. Similarly to 2019 where, price went from that 3K level all the way to 14. I don't know if it's going to quite quadruple, triple, going from 15 to 45. You never say never, of course, but I do believe that we're going to see much of 2023 as a chop fest. So what I mean by that is I wouldn't be surprised to see this maybe go up a little higher, maybe 35, maybe 40K, I don't know where, and then we can consolidate, come back down, and then spend most of the rest of the year just in consolidation and chop fest. So maybe another run up to 40K, 35K, 40K, maybe even higher depending. I doubt it, but and then we come back down, to I wouldn't be surprised to see 25 to 30K or something like that, depending on how it goes initially. So as I said, I think that we're just going to see a lot of consolidation for 2023. If you look at it on the weekly, there hasn't been a huge move, really. Look at March 2023. We saw price consolidate for several weeks, and we've really been in this tight range for months now. You could maybe argue that we've just seen, this low set in May, high set in late April, and this is just the range that we're playing. And we're not seeing any super huge moves yet, just mostly consolidation, and altcoins have mostly died as well since that April to now period. We haven't really seen a huge amount of moves. I should say die is a strong word. That's not correct. There's been a lot of altcoins that have done just well. They've done just fine. Some of them are still bullish as hell too, like Injective and stuff like that, but the majority of altcoins have been choppy and not super clear in the overall trend. But from a high time frame point of view, this is what it's looking like on the weekly. It's just a lot of consolidation and not really a whole lot to be said. If we are looking for bids, then you can look for some of this kind of cluster of EMAs right around this 26 to 27K area, 27.5K. That would be an interesting area to bid if you're using purely EMAs. And if you're looking for the 200-week EMA, which was around that 25K, it's still around that 25K area. So, you know, as I said, I don't really think there's any true break here. I don't think there's a true trend until we see a clear break of this 31K area. If we see a weekly close above there, then I think that we can consider it going higher to 35 to 40K. But until then, it's probably best just to sit on your hands. So let's take a look more at some of these other time frames. 3-day, again, it's similar overall. Like, you know, price just can't break past this 31K level. It's a massive supply zone. And I kind of expected this area would be like an interesting area. Like if you just look at it from this kind of area here, if you want to get more precise, it would be something like maybe this 3-day supply. Anything around this here would be resistance. And once we see a clear break above 31K, then I think you can start targeting this 35 to 40K region. Yeah, it's the same on the daily. So let's look at the daily. Like I think that probably the best course of action if you're a trader is to go ahead and wait until a break of 31K on high time frame charts, 3-day, weekly, whatever. Once it breaks past 31K, then I think that it's pretty logical that price goes to at least 35 to 40K. And you want to see some big, strong move up with some volume. And that's just a fine place to get long. You know, break 31K and then buy the retest. So like, you know, maybe like it goes up to like 34K, buy the retest, and then like goes back up higher. That's one plan. Another plan is probably just to wait here and just chill. Maybe bid lower, like this 200-day EMA right around 26.5K. And if you remember all those weekly EMAs, that cluster right around 26.5K, that was kind of like an area of interest. And if you want to look too on the daily, if you want to just look just pure price action too, we can just get rid of all this other stuff. Okay, so if you want to just look at pure price action, we can set this area as a demand area. It's important to note that this area already it should act as demand, but it also bounced at the top of this other demand zone on the daily. So what I mean by that is that this had a great reaction, this 23 to 24.5, 25K area, but if it gets retested again, I do expect there to be a bounce, but I doubt that it's going to be as strong of a bounce. It's okay if price gets down here, but it'd be a lot nicer if we just saw price go up higher, to be frank and honest with you. You can start drawing some other lines too, but I don't really think these other levels are really too important, if I'm being frank and honest with you. It's still like it's still a very choppy area. It's still a very choppy trend, or there's really no trend. And it's really just not super clear to me personally where price is going. The swing high at 31K is very important in my opinion. We can just draw a straight, strong line here. We did see a daily close above there, but it was just a fake out because price nuked below it. And still haven't seen even a strong daily close with continuation above this 31K level. Sure, we've seen some daily closes above it, but they've been mostly fake outs, and we haven't really seen anything truly conclusive, in my opinion. 26.5, 26.7, this area does seem like an interesting area. Price couldn't break above this for several days, or several even weeks, really. So from middle March all the way to April, price really couldn't break above that level strongly, and it should act as a strong SR level. So if you want to get long, you could probably just start to bid like this kind of 28K area. That should provide some sort of support. But again, this overall price action has been very, very, it's been very choppy and not very conclusive. I think the best strategy for pretty much everyone is just to wait until 31K is clearly broken on high time frame charts, buy the retest and just get long. And in the midterm, just probably bid anywhere from 25K to, and if you want to get a little bit more risky, you can go up to 28.5K. Of course, price can hit that area. Certainly possible. Again, though, it's going to depend on your style. It's going to depend on your trading thesis. It's going to depend on your overall. It's going to depend on your hold time. But, you know, as I said, everybody's going to have different styles. If you want to scale down to on the lower time frame charts, this area around 29 point, 30K has been like a strong support area all throughout this entire range. And if you want to look at where it's at on the 4 hour too, this 4 hour chart, EMAs are all clumping together, lots of consolidation happening. 200 EMA on the 4 hour right around this kind of 30K area. This would be an interesting place to bid as well. But again, you're really just playing the range. You know, you're not really playing like a clear breakout, in my opinion. Like you just bid this and probably sell at like near the top of the range around 31K. Again, though, it depends on your strategy, depends on your hold time, depends on a whole lot of things. There hasn't really, in my opinion, been a super conclusive move yet for this. So overall, what I'm trying to say is that I don't really know where price is going to go in the midterm. I still am of the opinion that 35 to 40K is happening, but I want to see a high time frame close above 31K first. That's kind of my overall plan. I do plan on doing more videos this week, so thanks so much for the support and happy to get back to it.